Good morning, YouTubers. Okay, so I've been getting in-game and off-game some requests about people were talking about how good morning, YouTubers. How you level from level 60 or 55, rather from 55 to 65. There is a fun way, and there is a insane, fast, boring way. And this is one of the fun way that, to me, it's more productive and more entertained. You can actually go into here. I will show you the gear. I snagged one of my friend's account and I borrowed a character which is level 64. As you can see, the gear is very minimal. You can get this gear pretty much by leveling it up, and you don't even have to work so hard to get any gear at all. This is normal Crucible, takes very minimal amount of insignias, and as you can see, I haven't even socketed them yet. That's just to show you that how easy Besh Temple normal mode is. The mobs is very easy. They give very high amount of XP. As you can see, these gears are just, level 40 necklace. I put together these gear in very little time. The Mirajin, it's a level 50 weapon, obviously. And the skill, for skill wise, I don't even have the entire PvE spec for this character neither. I mix match a little bit from PvP and PvE. As you can see, it has Fierce Shriek, and it even have one of the spirit armor. So so I can the spirit recovery, so you can PvE on this. Being an SM, it's actually very easy to do. I show you this because with very minimal gear you can do this. Any PvE class, pretty much every class can do it, except for the Templar, Gladiator, that you cannot kill the boss. You can kill pretty much everything except for the bosses. Yeah, let's with further ado, let's get down to it. And these mobs are very squishy. As you can see, I have very minimal amount of magic boost and everything, but they go down really fast. And being SM, you have the ability to like fear, all that kind of stuff. So fortunately, I start out with a 4K, which is nice. And you can still get some good drop out of it. If you are an SM and you want to level up, trying to maintain the aggro between try to maintain an aggro between you and your pet. Don't get too caught up in the in the aggro, because if your pet take aggro all the time, then chances are you're gonna be have to resummon the pet, because it will die really fast. But if you are taking aggro all the time, that's it's still gonna be depends on how you want to deal with it. Because for example, if you are playing a that class right there, which is the melee class, I mean the melee mob, then you can just, you can take the aggro and kill it. By the time it comes to you, it's probably already dead. But this is an example, like right here. If you are going up against a range or caster, you probably want to let your pet take aggro, because these things have the ability to probably liberate you in a few seconds. Again, learn how to play your class is very crucial in here. You have to know, like, when to use what skill, so it'll benefit you as a whole. And when you see him put up that skills, you probably want to remove it, because it's a reflex skill that have the ability to deliver more damage than you could imagine. It takes very small amount of consumable at all to actually run this instant if you are an SM or a cleric or a songweaver, any of that nature, those classes. As you can see, if you alternate between the aggro between you and the pet, then chances are you won't have to take so much damage, and neither is your pet. And since you have the skill elemental spirit armor, you can use this one from time to time. You have to, but essentially I'll just use this one. And it just depends on your class. If you are if you want to level a lot quicker, usually it takes, if you maximize the XP gain, then it only takes you about 3 runs to get from 55 to 65. Now that being said, means you have to have all of the effects, which is the 30 days or even 1 day. It's called the value pack. It gives you 100% XP when you level up, and also if you have one of the it's called a leveling pet. if you use that from the beginning, but I wouldn't use it if you are at already 65, because at level if you are going, it's a level, not a level, but it's a 30-day pet. So if you use you know, use it now, only lasts for a day, and then it will be useless, and it costs right now fairly amount of kina. But if you are if you don't want to use that, then you can actually buy one of the scroll, the XP scroll. It right now costs probably about 6 to 7 to sometimes probably 10 mil to buy one of those scrolls, and it's 100% for one day. Not one day, for 1 hour or 2 hours rather. And Besh Temple lasts if you are fast enough, if you have enough DPS, and if you want just a level and don't worry about the the bosses that drop item, then you don't have to worry about those bosses and just go straight for the level. And if you do in the level, then it roughly take about 30 to 40 minutes per Besh Temple. Kill all the mobs and move on to get another reset scroll. And reset scroll right now only costs around 3-4 million kina. So yeah, it's really fast and really easy way to level. As you can see, without any XP boost or anything, you're getting a fair amount of XP from these mobs, and these are not even Balar mobs. Balar mobs give more XP. When it comes to the first boss, you probably want to make it more fun. What I do though is, this is what I do. After you clear everything, you get 4K going on. Then summon your 4K mob, no, 2K mob, sorry. And then use the armor, the spirit armor of light on her, and fully buff her out. Let her take the initial aggro first. And then pop this on it. The boss only lasts, if you have a lot of DPS, the boss doesn't really last long at all. If you know the right skills, that is. And that is the boss. It takes very little time. And the reason you're using this is because so you could go and finish up the next boss really fast, and then we go clear. And don't underestimate the drop rate in here. Sometimes you don't see anything, but most of the time, if you look hard, I mean, if you check your the loot every time, you probably will run into one of the rare drop, which is the Godstone or even Balar mats. They don't. I know it doesn't worth a lot to a lot of people, but for any people that's starting out the game, or you want to get something, um, it does drop quite a bit. And that being said, you know, if a little bit help. It's very rare that you see two mobs on two sides attack you at the same time, but if they do, make sure you root one and kill the other one first. Um, See, like this one, only one mob came out, and you just kite around and let the mob do the rest of the work. And this mob, um, it dies really fast, especially if you have as you can see, the XP drop, increase if you're fighting Balar. See, now this thing again. Well, more mobs means more XP, but if you're not smart, two of them, and if you let them gank you at the same time, then you surely will be died, or be dead. Die. I mean, they hit. They don't hit hard, but they do hit pretty fast. Like I said, is really rare, but this run has something to this run, because almost every mob coming onto you, only exception of that one over there in the back. Alright, now that we are ready, we clear the entire room. Let's get to the boss. This boss is very easy but hard at the same time. And since I don't know why I burned this spirit subs, but I probably going to need that. What I'm waiting for is this one right here. You cast it once and you cast it again when the boss is doing AoEs, and you have to have the serums to help you out, because the spirit sub is what needed the most actually. Since this 3 minutes, I can use this again on him. So we'll wait for 3 minutes for my spirit sub to come back up, and then we will kill the boss. because this boss has a really high damage AoEs, and you cannot stand far from him like the last boss you did. So it's kind of a challenge to stay away, because if you do stay away farther than 5 meters or something like that, um, when you hit him, it has a reflect that does a lot of damage back to you, like 250%, which you can kill yourself in a couple of hits. That's why you have to run into him with your spirit, but let your spirit hit first, so the spirit will take the aggro, and then you will start out with the damage. But then at 50% of his mark, he's gonna have a lot of AOE's, which that's why spirits up. It's gonna be needed. So we're just gonna wait 2 more minutes and get the spirits up going on. Subtitle.
Not much. How are you doing?
I'm doing tutorial on Besh Temple normal mode.
Oh, streaming?
Yeah, solo.
Nice. On your song user?
No, I borrow a friend account, level 64 SM with no gear.
No man, you're still managing?
It's actually really good, because that's why I want to do the stream on the character that has practically no gear.
I see. Oh, guess what I got yesterday from Sorrow when I did it?
What you get?
Got mythic boots from the 4-key run.
Oh, nice. Nice. But you, so that's like your full set now, isn't it?
Yeah, actually it is.
Very nice.
Congratulations. Well, only one mythic piece, but still, it's pretty good.
Congrats.
Thank you. Only downside is when I tuned it as 5 slot instead of 6. Well, I guess I can retune it. I don't know if it's worth it though.
I wouldn't really. I mean, unless you're magic boost class, otherwise I wouldn't do it. It doesn't make that much difference.
Yeah. Oh, it was for my Templar, so maybe.
Yeah.
I already have all the sets I need, so it's not really necessary.
Right.
By the way, how are you doing, Star?
Awake.
Awake.
That's good to hear. Awake. Okay, so let's get to it, and remember, this time this boss used to have
It was only plate dropping after you left. A breastplate dropped, and also a mythic
here we go.
tons.
Oh, not
And then
It doesn't really take 2 minutes,
but
but
oh wait, actually from the boss it was a mythic plate boots, also an orb, and an Aether cannon.
An eternal plate boost.
Mythic.
From 4-key?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know it dropped mythics.
It's pretty rare.
Okay. Oh, did you get the plate boots?
Yeah. I mean, I was the only Templar, or only plate, so would have been pretty mad if someone ninja'd that.
Was it good boots or?
Actually, yeah, the stats are really good.
Oh, nice. Scrap.
and there we go.
Considering IS doesn't want to give me any.
Did I happen to run into any walls, like right in the middle of the instance?
I don't think so. You just kind of stopped moving for a while.
Oh.
Yeah, we have 8 minutes
I
on
thought
this.
I had my finger on that forward button running into like a mods and stuff, and I was falling asleep.
Did you just fall asleep at your computer?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Like right in my chair, I was just out cold, and then I woke up like, I guess 5 minutes later, and you guys were like, "You there, Steffi?" And I was like, "Ah." Like every couple of minutes, I'd just be like, "Ah, what's going on?" I was totally out of it past 12. I was like,
The Chanter had a friend to invite. It was another gunner, though.
oh.
They were not very good, but we managed.
I was doing horrible. Right, as soon as it hit like 12:30, I was like just dropping off the radar. I was like, couldn't even keep my eyes open.
Alright,
I was doing most of the fight bosses with my eyes closed and just clicking buttons on my mouse like randomly. And hoping they were just the right ones to click. That's how tired I was.
Wow. What you up to now though?
Downloading a bunch of games about
Oof.
now. All at once.
I probably should move to a different channel. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Channel switched.
Well, I was gonna say earlier that we have 6 minutes left, and might as well want to kill this boss. This boss is it's easy but it's hard at the same time. So I'll show you what I mean. For an SM, this is really easy, but should still be careful because this boss hits like a truck. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Kill myself. Well, the boss killed me rather. That shouldn't happen, because I should have waited for these two skills to come back, because you're basically letting your pet tank the boss. It's actually very easy. It's a lot easier than the last boss we did. But I was kind of rushed into it without should have waited for it, but it's okay because we can come back to that in very because we have to kill a lot of other mobs to clear this temple out. So mostly just use your Earth Spirit in this temple if you're by yourself, and if you're a cleric, it's actually a lot easier. I don't have to go into that. The Songweaver is pretty much the same thing. You can heal yourself, and you do so much more damage if you have a fully. If you are a cleric or a Songweaver, just go full socket, full magic boost. The higher the magic boost, the better, basically. And we're gonna go back and we're gonna clear the 2 room up ahead, this over here, so we'll get a lot more XP. This is where the XP coming from, and the room after we kill the next boss. So don't have to worry about the bosses too much because they don't really give that much extra XP. It's only take about 2 or 3 mobs to actually get the full XP from the boss. So that being said, just these consumable bundles, you probably should want to pick them up. If you don't want to use them, you can sell them for a good amount of Kina. I usually pick up the soul item too, because the soul item, there are, if you are a veteran player, you would know that there is a pet that they eat those, the souls. There's alternate skills between your skill and your pets. As you can see, you can get these items from these mobs. They're very easy and very fast way to make some money. I mean, it doesn't make you a whole lot, but enough for you to buy another scroll and come back in and do it again, or get some more consumables. This is what I mean by if you have a loot pet, it goes by a lot quicker because you don't have to run to the mob and loot every time. This makes a world different. Now, now that we come to this boss, it's up to you if you want to kill the boss and get some good stuff. You can, or you can just pass him. He doesn't give you that much XP more. Each mob gives you, with no XP boot at all, you're getting 400,000 XP already. The boss give you like 1,000,000, or probably less than 1,000,000. So it's equal to about 2 mobs. So if you want to do a quick run, you don't have to kill the bosses. Just kill the one that is in the way, basically. And if you are the first time doing the Besh tempo, you probably should do all the bosses. Just kill the bosses are fairly easy to kill, but they the reason you're killing them bosses because you would then having the ability to finish some of the quests out in Innocent where it gives you a lot of XP. And that's probably why the only reason why you should killing these bosses, because of those. And in normal mode they don't give anything at all, so they give a couple of gold item, but that's it. Very close. Maybe I shouldn't take so much aggro out all the time. I keep telling you not to, but I've been doing that. That means I've been in here for more than 23 minutes, so I'm just gonna have to reconnect the account.
Need a clear line of sight. Need a clear line of sight. You can't see your target. You can't see your target. You need a clear line of sight.
And we're done clearing for the mobs in both sides of these. Again, if you want to kill those bosses, you can. They don't really drop much. And you have 30 minutes before the Tempest can be resummoned. And killing the mobs on all those islands, they're probably most of them are just one-shot kills. If you want to do that, you can too, but they don't give you that much XP. So normally I just skip them. Now, if you have the 200% XP drop rate plus value pack, you're talking about 300 XP, 300,000 XP. So even at level 64, you can get it up to around 1.4 to 1.7 million XP per kill. And on top of that, if you want to maximize even more, you can buy the tier repos off either the cash shop or people are selling them in Sanctum. And you can use those. You can use those to get more XP, which now you're talking about close to 2 million or 2.5 million XP per kill. That being said, there are more than I don't know, there are probably more than 150 mobs in here total. So 150 mobs multiplied by, roughly 2 million XP per mob, you're talking about 400 million XP per run, and that for level 64, and 64 to 65 takes 508 million. You be leveling from 64 to 65 is the hardest. From 55 to 64 you can run in about 2 runs basically. It levels you really fast if you have the maximum XP output. Roughly 3 runs. So 4 runs if you want to get to this from 55 to 65 and maximize XP bonus. Okay, so don't have a Tempest with us, so we are gonna do this the hard way. This is gonna be a very close call. Very close indeed. Okay, so that boss is probably the hardest part in this whole temple. So if you manage to do that, then I mean, without even without a Tempest, you can wait for like a couple minutes to do a Tempest, and we've been here for 32 minutes already. And to clear this room takes about another, I don't know, roughly 10 minutes if you fast enough. And there goes the boss. Mob boss. These mobs in here are what you want to come in here for. These mob drops a lot of XP. Not drop, but the normal Balar out there give you 408,000. This one gives you almost 500,000. That's without any buff at all whatsoever. Now, if you have it, you have like. That being said, you have more. You'll get more XP out of it if you have XP buffs. Now, don't underestimate these mobs because they do hit like a truck. Literally. So. You can pull these out one by one if you're careful, but if you're standing too close, you are not going to be able to pull them apart because they will aggro on one another. But if you stay at max range of your pull and the mob just like kind of run to you, then before it casts anything, then you're fine. This one, just kind of fear one and kill the other. And don't let this guy kill you on ambush, because trust me, it will liberate you. Liberate. Go into here.
Can't attack that now.
Casting skill scroll probably help. Now these keys you're gonna need to again, this one is probably should just fear one. Same thing with this one. Just gonna fear one and kill the other. Now, I've been doing this without any godstone or anything, so, and the gear is very minimal, so if you have any just slightly better gear, you have a whole lot better chance of doing this. And this guy, or these guys up here, are, some of them serve a really good quest, or all of them does, and you just, that's why you get those keys, and once you have those keys you can kill those, and thank you for the heal. I've just figured out the combo for this SM. Basically, you send your pet in, but not to attack. Wait, I'm gonna get this solo out first. Alright. You send it in, you do one attack, and then you put a vacuum choke, which is more like a delay pass, and then do a massive skill on that. Aha. That is pretty brilliant. And this one is probably pretty much the same thing. Wow. Hit myself to reflect. That is not a good. That is not a good move. Again, you had yourself through reflect. It's not. Oh boy. But yeah, the two deaths that I did was not a good mistake. It's a mistake, but it's not a good mistake. That being said, the Besh tempo is very easy to do. All you have to do is figure out what your skills, your skills bar should be, and trying to get them on the right order. And when you kill the mobs, make sure you don't kill yourself and reflect like I did. And that's pretty much it. The Besh tempo is very straightforward and easy. Don't do the hard mode though. The hard mode still require 4 to 5 to probably 6 people to do. But normal mode, anybody can solo except for bosses for some people. Actually, everybody can solo, but the bosses, it can be solo by Songweaver, Channer, probably not Channer, sometimes Channer, but not. Songweaver, Cleric, SM, Sork can do it too, but it's a little tougher for the Sork because it has very minimal amount of defense. But Cleric and SMs are the best two class to kill the normal bosses in Besh. And as you can see, I moved even here 500 million. I was having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars already, and I haven't even finished the Besh yet. I'm gonna have to do some editing to take out those deaths. Oh boy. Getting 3 after you're done, you still get 3k AP out of it, so not too much, but some good pot. subtracting the two error that I did, we're still coming out, you know, at about 45 minutes roughly. And with this gear, anyone should not have, any player should not have this kind of gear, to be honest with you. I mean, the gear, it's basically no gear, no socket, and yeah, basically it's no gear, no socket. The only thing I have is plus 15 on the jewel, but this is a level 50 jewel, and the casting speed is very slow. There's no attack speed add-on to the jewel. If you have the jewel or the book, you should find one of the attack, 19% attack speed and 20% casting speed, which is, if you combine the two together, put the casting speed on top and put the attack speed on the bottom, and if you plus 15 them all out like that, yeah, it's really good. Now, these two mobs are they're kind of easy, but keep in mind one thing: the cleric does not dispel himself. He would dispel everybody else around him, which is this mob. If you put something on this mob, he would dispel it. So for the cleric, what I do is you either fear the cleric and then kill the other one, or put something on the cleric, like if you can't fear, then put a root on the cleric, because if you root the cleric does not dispel himself. On the next map I'll show you. We'll do some testing on that. This one, just wait for the guy to go all the way out to the outside and then use the pet to attack it. Same thing on this side, just stand on the edge over here and fear one and kill the other. Usually we should fear this one first. Don't know why I keep looking at that Okay, so here is the cleric that we should try. We're gonna put a cleric. We're gonna put a dot on the cleric. But this one we should just fear them all, because this is the two very dangerous mob. I'm just gonna put this on myself just in case. Alright, we're gonna put a dot on this guy and fear the other guy. Or no. Yeah. We're gonna see. The cleric doesn't I put a dot on the cleric, and the whole time he was he didn't remove it. It was on himself. But he will remove everything around him. Should kill this one first. This one is actually a lot, it's easier, but you gotta be careful. Just root one. This one's the same thing, but should stand on this side. I'll kill this guy first because you don't want 3 mobs on you. 2 mobs is easy, but 3 mobs is not recommended. So just fear 1. Alright, let's do this one more time to test my theory out. We're gonna put a root on a cleric. Or I don't have a root on my. We'll wait for that. No, never mind. Just do it. There you go. Put a root on him. Nah. My pet just ruined it. No! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a full clear of Besh. You get good amount of XP from in here. For one run, you get I would say total about, without any XP boosting or anything, you can get up to around close to 200 million XP. That's without any buff, without any help from the cash shop or anything at all. And thanks for watching, and this is Ace Madness tutorial. I'll see you next time. If if you have any requests on any of the game that I play, leave a comment, and I'll try to do whatever I can. Aion is kind of old, and yeah, it's kind of old. Not a lot of people play